Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. BJP gives green signal for second term for Pramod Sawant to be sworn in after Holi. Ending speculation over leadership change in Goa after BJP registered a comfortable majority in the 2022 Legislative Assembly polls. Caretaker Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant will continue to be Goa's CM. The results of the Goa Assembly elections were declared on March 10th, but the government has not yet been formed.
Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant will continue to head Goa for the next 5 years. Swearing in will be held either on March 21 or March 22nd. This rests rumours about Vishwajit Rane taking over the reins. In a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi, Dr. Sawant's name was confirmed as Goa's next Chief Minister. PM was impressed by his work during his short stint as Chief Minister as well as during the election campaign. His work profile and connections with the people was applauded by all in meetings. Hence, he will continue as the Chief Minister, sources told Herald. His swearing in will be held on March 21 or March 22nd. This news, although is yet to officially be announced by the party, and has thus led to rest rumours about Vishwajit Rane taking over as the reins. Rane has been allegedly lobbying with the party high command to become Goa's next chief minister, while his MLA wife Divya Rane had to indirectly extended her support for a leadership change. Movin Godino, Nilesh Cabral, Vishwajit Rane, Govind Gaude, Ravi Naik, Chandrakant Shetye, Alex Reginaldo Lorenzo, Anastasio Babush Montserrat and Sudin Davlikar's names were proposed. With Davlikar's entry in the 2B cabinet, BJP has confirmed accepting support from MGP, whose letter of support has been vehemently opposed by various BJP mandals in Goa. It is Vibha Verma for Herald TV.
Chairman of Goa Small Industries Association, Damodar Kochkar, has said it is unfortunate that though election results are out, till now we don't know who will be Chief Minister. It may be noted that Sawant's appointment for the second term has not yet been officially announced. He also said only professionals should head corporations. He also underlined the flight of capital since government was not supporting industries to expand. Kochkar said the employment can increase only if industry expands. He was speaking at the capacity building program to boost export of engineering products from Goa.
It is unfortunate that election results are out, but till now we don't know who will be the Chief Minister, says Damodar Kochkar. Only professionals should head corporations, Damodar Kochkar said. Kochkar underlined the flight of capital since government was not supporting industries to expand.
With this corporation should be handled by a professional or industry representatives. Unfortunately, when I gave this, I got a call from a very responsible person from a political party, and he started saying, we have taken so much effort in getting our party in power, where you have helped us. You didn't help us anything. Now why you want to eat a cake? See, it's not that we want to eat a cake. You are welcome to eat your cake. What we want is, we don't want your interference for any growth that is happening in Goa. Basically, small players will be telling how difficult it is to ship a cargo or a container to Mumbai. Right from, I think, Nitin's time when he was Verna president, he had been struggling with port issue. Now I also took up some port issue, but second feeder service also closed down because there is no support. Central government also, luckily the person is from the state only who is representing the shipping line. But unfortunately we didn't get a support. So that is why I took this up, and I wanted all of your support also, that we should tell firmly that what we need. We should tell something, because we have seen other states how they are inviting the entrepreneurs, and here the people who want to expand also are being sent back. IFB wanted to start a new plant here. They were not given proper response, so they had to back off because the Karnataka and Maharashtra gave them a platter and they went away. So and then they say that why you don't employ the Goan people. How the industry, once the industry grows, only that employment will increase. So this is my stake, and what I am finding. See now to touch up about the results. Now see the election results are out on 10th. Till now we don't know who will be the chief minister. It is very unfortunate because we thought that a person who was promoted as chief minister during the election time will naturally become a chief minister, and not that he has done anything bad here also. But somebody else is pulling here and there, and we are struggling. It should not happen that with this fight somebody goes away with the cake ultimately. Somebody else. So.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
The state was shocked after a farmer was allegedly assaulted by Walpoi PA Projot Fatte and Deputy SP Sagar Ekoshkar. After media reports and pressure, the DGP has set up an inquiry into the case, but no action has been taken on the policemen yet. Neither have they been suspended. They continue to work as it is possible that evidence can be tampered with, especially the CCTV footage among other evidence. Meanwhile, police sources which spoke to Herald TV corroborated Hanuman Parab's version of the attack, though none of them agreed to speak on camera. It is also to be noted that the inquiry officer North Goa SP is on leave for a few days.
Goa was shocked after a farmer was allegedly assaulted by Walpoi PI Prajot Fatte and DYSP Sagar Ekoskar. After media reports, DGP set up an inquiry into the case, but no action has been taken on the policeman yet. As per police sources and Hanuman Parab, he was beaten up brutally near the custody by Walpoi PI and later by DYSP Sagar Ekoskar. Later, they were dragged inside the PI's cabin. There is CCTV camera in the PI's cabin, but the police are yet to investigate the case with the help of this footage.
घेता म्हणून तेका गार्डाकडे विनंती केली. फोन घेवपाक थंय भितरूच आसा कसले वो डायरेक्ट आयलो एकोस्करान तेणें फोन काडून घेतलो आनी डायरेक्ट म्हजेर मूठ मारले हांगासर. डायरेक्ट मूठ मारले. हांवें म्हटलें साहेब कित्याक मारता म्हणटलो थापटां मारपाक लागलो आनी गाळी सोंपपाक लागलो आनी असो गळ्याक धरून तेणें हें केलो आनी मारपाक स्टार्ट केलें डायरेक्ट अटॅक. आनी हे आमचे बाकीचे शेतकरी थंयच आसा, थोड्यांक भितर घातलेले आनी थंयच कस्टडी भितर थंय CCTV बी सगळे चालू असले. अशें मारता आनी मोठ्या प्रमाणे मागीर तो तांकां म्हणपाक तुमी कितें पळयता, आपणाक आयकना तो एकटो, तुमी मारा म्हणपाक लागले आनी सगळे PI आनी बाकीचे सगळे जाण मारपाक लागले. भरपूर तांच्यांनी मारलो, खोटो घातले भरपूर. मागीर दाणे असले, दाणे मारले, हे पळय सगळ्याक हे जालें. आतां हांगा अजून म्हाका लेफ्ट सायड अजून पेनिंग आसा आनी मागीर तसोच भितर व्हरोन तेंच्यांनी PIचे जे ऑफ कॅबीन आहा तेजे भायर स्पेस आसा थंय व्हेलो आनी थंय शिफ्ट करून परत ते दार धापून मोठ्यान मारपाक लागलो. मोठ्यान आवाज म्हजो जावपाक लागलो कित्याक कंप्लेन आमी पयर एक एप्लिकेशन JMFC वायपय हांगा 70 थंय मूव केल्लें आमी. थंय आमकां जस्टीस मेळपा खातीर आनी काल आमी वेगळी कंप्लेन एक दिल्ली आसा रिटर्न अगेन्स्ट DYSP PI आनी बाकीचे जे तेंच्यांनी असॉल्ट केलो इन पुलीस कस्टडी तांचेर काल दिल्ले आसा. DGPक SPक आनी वायपय पुलीस स्टेशनार आमी दिल्ले आसा आनी आमकां जस्टीस मेळोंक जाय म्हाका अशें आमी मागणी करता. हेजी सगळी इन्क्वायरी जावन ह्या सगळ्यांक घरा धाडप म्हणजे तेजेर कारवाई जावंक जाय अशी आमची मागणी आसा.
However, Team Herald TV tried to meet SP North Goa in this regard to know about the status of the inquiry and what action have they taken on Walpoi PI and the DYSP Sagar Ekoskar even after an official complaint has been filed by the farmer. However, tried to meet additional in charge Nidin Walsan. However, he said that he doesn't know much about this case.
So yes, bringing you live update with regards to a farmer from Pisole who was brutally assaulted. Now the scene is that we have got to know some interesting figures where one of the main source, a senior police officer from the Walpoi police station himself has told us the exact reality, which is similar to what Hanuman Parab, one of the farmer who was assaulted by the PI and the DYSP, seems to be in collaboration and almost similar. With regards to a CCTV, Hanumanpara was brutally assaulted outside near their custody and also later in the PI's room where the CCTV camera is there. But nobody knows where the CCTV footage is, whether CCTV footage has been used by the police in the investigation. The third part is that though the DGP has set up an inquiry, however, the PI and the DYSP are not yet suspended. And they are still serving their services. So this raises a question mark: what happens to the evidence? And the third part and the fourth part is, however, from Panjim we try to get in touch with the top officials. However, they seem to be busy, and we couldn't get in touch with them because they did not receive the phone call. This is Clinton D'Souza with Devendra Gaonkar from Valpoi and Panjim for Herald TV.
Hundreds of angry labourers working at the Greenfield Mopa airport site stoned the ATC and administration building as well as 5 four-wheelers. They were demanding their salary of over 6 months. Perne police rushed to the site. Source informed that the contractor under whom the labourers are working have not paid their salaries, while the company has already paid the contractor.
Angry labourers stoned Mopa airport building and 5 four-wheelers. Labourers were demanding their salaries of over 6 months. Perne police rushed to the site. According to sources, the company has already paid the contractor, who hasn't yet paid wages to the labourers.
Asmita Polji for Herald TV.
Illegal mining trucks were stopped by villagers at Maye due to the dust pollution caused by trucks. Secondly, villagers said they had to suffer for 1 week without water since the trucks damaged the water pipeline at Maye. Maye Sarpanch Seema Arondekar, villager Sakaram Pednekar and other villagers were arrested by police for stopping the trucks from plying through the village. Senior journalist was also arrested.
Illegal mining trucks were stopped from plying through the village at Maye. Trucks damaged the water pipeline at Maye, rendering the village without water. Maye Sarpanch Seema Arondekar and others were arrested by police for stopping the trucks.
नवी लाईन ती फुटल्या रिझोल्युशनाची गरज ना
जी इमर्जन्सी फुटलेली आसा ती PWD घालता विदाउट रिझोल्युशन. जर तिका दिसता तर तुमकां दिसता, सरपंचाक दिसता, रिस्पेक्टेड सरपंचाक तूं म्हणशीं जाल्यार असो बी उलयलो
वायट ना
रिप्लेसमेंट जाय खंयच्या जाग्यार हांगा जाय आनी खंय जाय जाल्यार तें रेजोल्युशन पावचें आसता. तेका रिकमेंडेशन्स आसता. कन्सर्न मिनिस्टर MLA वयर वयतली ती करतली हर जॉब. ओके आमी तुमी इंटरफियर जायना. तिसरी गोश्ट उदकाची ऑलरेडी तेका सांगलें बिफोर स्टार्टींग ती उदक मारतलो. हांवें 1 दीस लेट जालो म्हणून केन्ना कितें आसा तुज्या तो टँकर वालो तुमचो लोकल म्हणटा तेचो कितें प्रॉब्लम जाला आसूं शकता.
प्रॉब्लेम
तुम्ही एक ऐकून घ्या सर एक ऐकून घ्या त्यांच्यानी आता टँकराक जो सांगला पळय टँकर वाल्याकडे हांव उलयलो ताका सांगला 2 ट्रिपी मारतो आनी भागय त्याच्या वयर मारपाच्यो ना. मागीर हे तो फाटल्यान उलयता तोंडा फुड्यान काय ना विद्याक वळखना.
उदका कितें हाल जातात पळय न्हू ते एकाय विचारा तेंकाय विचारा सगळ्यांक हांगा जे पण उपस्थित आसा पळय न्हू
उदक खंय आसा नळाक उदकूच ना
आता पायपलायन फुटली
2 महिने आले चालू पायपलायन फुटावं.
Less than a week after the 2022 Assembly election results were out, work on the contentious Western Bypass has resumed, much to the shock of locals from Benauli and Mungul. while the locals have objected and also stopped the work of mud filling low-lying areas, which they believe have disastrous consequences. They are hoping for a long-term solution that safeguards their interests permanently as opposed to short-term measures.
Belaunim locals stop mud filling at low-lying areas for Western Bypass. Locals have objected and also stopped the work of mud filling low-lying areas, which they believe will create consequences. Belaunim MLA Wenzi Vegas and ZP member Hansel Fernandez are at the site with the locals to discuss the future course of action. Now on Wednesday, locals from Khareband are upset with and that the work had started again just after the election results were out. They have demanded that this issue is being raised in the forthcoming assembly session. They also demanded to know why the state government appears to be hell-bent on the ongoing ahead with the filling of the low-lying areas to build the road and not to build a flyover over the elevated slits. Belaunim MLA Wenzi Vegas and ZP member Hansel Fernandez arrived at the site.
काम तोंडान सांगून काम बंद जायना कळना तुका because it is a court order or not an order, a statement which is come that they have to continue the work as per the NGT guidelines. NGT जे सांगला ते भाशेन तेंगे ते कमिटी सांगला ते भाशेन करपा जाय. Now only we could do is we go to the court immediately again and tell them that whatever you have said is done, but what about something called as 100 years flood that we have to look into, and we have to make sure that if you are saying that 4 boxes or 3 boxes are going to stop for 100 years, not going to happen. Not going to happen. You are ते सगळे थोड्या बांधू बुडयता तूं आनी त्या आनी घरां ती बुडयता सगळे बुडोवन उडयता. सो आय थिंक एक मनशागे डिसिजनाक लागून वी कॅनॉट risk the lives of the generations to come. Probably 10 वर्सां जाय ते 15 वर्सां. So people have to understand. I will do my best. Once this resolution is taken by the panchayat, if they can speed it up today, and which they will do, then Kellamutri, we will try to see if we can arrange a meeting on fast track basis with the chief minister to make him understand this. And I'm sure he will understand because finally he is here also to save lives. And 100 years flood जाल्यार सगळ्याकू जाता ते आणि सगळ्याकू भरपूर डॅमेज जाता. So if we plan for it, we can still, I think.
And the panchayat body now
Sangil in the sense, deputy sarpanch and they are from their side, they are going to be pro. They have to go their meetings all the thing, and then they will come up with the outcome. But the thing is about time. We need to work fast.
Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
Tense situation prevailed at Karevado, Murmugaon as illegal houses were demolished by the Murmugaon Municipal Council Demolition Squad as per the High Court order. Residents said they were fighting a case in the High Court for around 20 years for regularization of houses, yet the bulldozers ran over their houses.
Murmugaon Municipal Council takes action against illegal houses at Karevado. Demolition drive begins. Bulldozers run over several houses in the port town. Residents say that the case was being fought in the High Court for around 20 years for regularization of houses.
43 मीटर असा 43 मीटर 2 मीटर आमचे एक्सटेंशन असा त्याच्या परस आणि काय एक्सटेंशन ना गव्हर्नमेंट हे कोर्टाच्या ऑर्डर फॉलो करून आम्ही 2 मीटर उडता तरी तो मेस्कित कोण हा तो अख्ख्या घर उडे म्हणता कशा म्हणून उडवायचे कायद्याप्रमाणे उडता म्हणता आम्ही म्हणता आम्ही कोर्टाचे ऑर्डर फॉलो करता पण जे प्रमाणे फॉलो करता आम्ही हे किती बेस्ट म्हणता माझी आवय तर सुसाईड करता वयता म्हणता हे किती माझी आवय बाबू वर्षभर रावला हांगा हे असे कसे तोडून म्हणता हा कोर्टाचा ऑर्डर आडा सारखे प्लॅन बघ तो मेस्कित म्हणता तो प्लॅन तर खबर अडी ना
केस पहिले सगळे 20 लोकांनी घातलेली केस आणि एक केस चलो तसं आमचं त्याचे एक्सपायर झालं त्याच्या उपरांत माझा भाव गोय केस चलय आणि तो आता भाव म्हणाला की तू पाहिला म्हाका भाड्यानी रावता तुका रावपाक घर ना म्हणटनी म्हाका भावान घर दिल्लें रावपाक आणि ती केस आता हांव चलय आणि हेंच्यांनी अचानक अशें केलें म्हाका हांव हायकोर्ट चलय
कोणाचे केस आसली बायजी कोण गेलो
आनंद दाबाले
नाही पण केस खंयचे डिपार्टमेंट गव्हर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट खंयची कॅप्टन ऑफ कोर्ट
कॅप्टन ऑफ पोर्टाक घाल्ले ते
कॅप्टन
एमपीटी लागना ते कॅप्टन पोर्टाक लागता ते घर आम्ही कॅप्टन पोर्टाक हे करताले
कॅप्टन ऑफ कोर्टान तुमची केस चलताली 20 वर्सांची ओके
ते केसीचे किती झाले मागीर रिझल्ट
त्यांनी किती झाले एडिशनल हा ते किती मोड म्हटले म्हणजे 2 मीटर एडिशनल हल्ले हांव मोडपा रेडी आसलो आणि मोडपा स्टार्ट केल्ले आहे स्टार्ट केलं त्यांना त्यांनी येऊन ही माझी विनाकारण हे मोडपाचे नाल्ले 2 मीटर खंय आणि हे इतली लुगार मोडले त्यांनी अर्धी घर उडयले त्यांनी आता हे 2 मीटर हे हा पळय इतले हे प्लेस आहा माझे टॉयलेट सायडीसून खंब्या सायडीसून फुडें आसली ते 2 मीटर उडोवपाक हांव रेडी आसलो आनी मिस्टेक ते येयलो ते उडोवपाक लायले ते
डेमोलिशन करपाक तुमकां टायम बीन कितें दिल्लो
टायमींग
आहा न्हू टायमींग दिल्ले प्रमाणे आमी मोडटाले
टायमींग सांगलो आमकां 16 तारखेक हे करताले डेमोलिशन करताले आनी ते उदक म्हाका इवनिंग करताले कित्याक म्हाजो इल्लोसो पीस आहा म्हणून
माझे 2 मीटर
पूण हेंच्यानी म्हाका मॉर्निंग येवन म्हाका सतयला पाहिजे
अशी कितली घरां अंदाज आसतली हांगासर डेमोलिशनाची कितें
डेमोलिशनाची सगळे 18 आहा ती त्यांचे चड आहा सगळ्यांचे माझे एकट्याचे इल्लेशे 2 मीटर आले माझे एकट्याचे
2 मीटर सुद्दां मोडपाक रेडी आसलो हांव
म्हाका ते झाले एडवोकेटान
कितले मोडले माझे शॉप आहले आनी टॉयलेट बाथरूम आहले ते सगळे मोडले तेंनी
एडवोकेटान म्हाका
माझे मेन म्हटले म्हाका बाकीचे काय ना म्हाका आमी टॉयलेट बाथरूम ना आमकां आमी रस्त्यार पडले आतां रस्त्यार आमी खंय टॉयलेट बाथरूमाक खंय वचपाचो आमी फॅमिली आहा आमी धाकटे भुरगे चेडूं आहा म्हाजी आमी खंय वचपाचें टॉयलेटीक बाथरूम आतां लोक वयता म्हणून सगळे वयताले आतां आमी रस्त्यार पडले आतां टॉयलेटा खातीर आमी रातचे 12 एका टॉयलेट बाथरूम ओपन आसताले आमच्या घराचे टॉयलेट बाथरूम आमी घरान नासली तितले वर्सां टॉयलेट बाथरूम आमी घरा हे करताले हांगा टॉयलेट बाथरूम आमी शॉप म्हणले आनी ते पळय सगळे
काय नाका आमकां आमचे 43 स्क्वेअर मीटर बांदून दिवपाचे इतले हांव म्हाका मागता पळय माझी 2 भुरगीं आहा माझ्या भुरग्यांक हांव रस्त्यार उडयचे ना जाल्यार हांव सुसायड करतले हांव देंवून सांगता हांव
किरण बोरकर फॉर हेराल्ड टीव्ही.
Chaos prevailed at the Margao Municipal Council meeting over allegations that 2 shops at the Gandhi market were auctioned by the MMC. Councillors demanded to know why the shops were auctioned in a hurry when they learned that more shops were to be auctioned. They called for the scrapping of the auction of 2 shops which was already done.
Chaos prevailed at the Margao Municipal Council meeting over auctioning of shops. Councillors demanded to know why the shops were auctioned in a hurry. They called for scrapping of the auction of 2 shops which was already done.
बसून डिस्कस करताले हाजेर कळ्ळें तुका म्हणल्यार आमचे जे जॉनी आसा आमची जी मागणी आसा ती मागणी हें जें कितें आसा तें कंप्लीट रिवोक करून उडोवपा तेंच्यांनी परतो प्रोसिजर जो ऑक्शनाचेर घेतलो आमचें रिजोल्युशन घेवन परती मिटींग घेवन ही जी 2 शॉपां आसा ताजें ऑक्शन परतें जावपा जाय ती परती फायल परतें तेच ते म्हण जावपा जायना कित्याक हाजेर कन्सर्न आमदार मुडगांवचो आमदार हांव फातोडेच्या आमदाराक म्हणना कित्याक मुडगांवचो आमदार हातून एकलो चड इनवॉल्व जातलो भितर हांव डायरेक्ट सांगता एलिगेशन हातून चड जातलो आनी तोच सांगतलो कितें जाणा हाजेर चड विचार करचो म्हणून आनी ते परते दिवचे पयलीं कित्याक हे दोनी जे पळय कोणें घेतल्या न्ही ती दोनूय मडगांवकार आसात ही शॉपां घेतल्या पळय दोनूय मडगांवकार आसा आनी हातून एक मनीस म्हणटा तो खारेपान आयलो आनी एक मनीस म्हणटा कालकोंड्या आयलो म्हणजे हे सगळें सेटींग जालां तें सेटींग जावपा जायना फुडें
जावपाक जी गोश्ट आमचे नजरेक येता आमचे मुखार येता तेन्ना त्या गोष्टीचेर डिसायड करप हें मार्केट कमिटीचें कर्तव्य ही पयली गजाल. दुसरी गजाल फाल्यां आमकां ताणें पळय सांगलां ती फायल आमी घेवन बसतले आमी स्टडी करतले आनी फाल्यां महेशान तुमकां सांगले त्या प्रमाणे हो सगळ्यान पयलीं मुद्दो फाल्यां आमीच हायलायट केलो हो कोणाक खबर सुद्दां नाशिल्लें तुमी जाय जाल्यार फायल मागून घेयात अंडर RTI ताजी डेट पळया हें प्रकरण केन्ना जालां.
2 ऑप्शन जाल्यार गांधी मार्केटान शॉपांची एक्चुअली ते म्हणटा फायल आमची कावन्सील म्हणटा फायल आमची येवपाचें मार्केट
100% येवपा आमचो एसेट तो
हय सो आमच्या मार्केट कमिटीक ती येवंकूच ना मागीर म्हाजे कडेन फायल पावली ना हांवें सायन मारली ना आमकां कोणाकूच खबर ना ती ऑप्शन हें केलां म्हणून नाय आमी रेजोल्युशन दिवना की तें ऑप्शन करुया म्हणून
कोणे मारली सायन ताजेर फायल बेश्टी वता सायन कोणे मारली
तुमी मिटिंगेंत सांगिल्लें
आमी आपण व्हेल्ली म्हणून
ना 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 एटीओ गेल्लो फायल घेवन सायन घेवपाक ते नांव आसलें थंय
रेकॉर्ड आसा
एटीओ आनी हांव आसली थंय फायल
घेवन आयलो कोण
फायल एटीओ कडेन आसली आनी फायल आयलो कोण जेन्ना हांवें विचारलें पळय सीओ की आमकां कितें येवना सीओन म्हाका डायरेक्ट सांगलें मार्केट कमिटी लागना हें आपल्या म्हणून
रिवोक करपा मागतले
ते सीओ डिसायड करतलो न्ही.
You have followed the due procedure while allotting these shops?
This is done by the CEO. I don't.
But you have signed, you have signed or not?
All these procedures of auctioning, everything was done by the CEO.
That is fine, but you have signed the final year.
No, CEO has signed it. I just seen one hate.
तो सीन केला. You signed.
Final agreement is signed by the CEO.
If CEO is doing any mistake, it is duty of the council to make him responsible. Because तुझे authority चड आहा तेज बरोबर. CEO is not. नाल्यार आमी म्युनिसिपालिटी मिटींग इलेक्शन जावपा नाका.
In yet another accident on the Verna-Lothuli missing link road, a crane turned turtle and fell on its side on the highway. The exact cause of the accident is not known and whether the crane was speeding. The crane driver and his assistant were injured and rushed to the South Goa District Hospital. Mayana Kurtuni police rushed to the spot and conducted Panchanama.
आयज हांव लोटले मिसींग लिंकाचेर आसा जिंगा जायते जाण बॉब मारताले की हो एकदम डेंजरस म्हणून. आयज एक क्रेन पडल्या आनी टोटल हांगा वन वे जाल्लें आहा आनी बंद पडल्या. तो नियरली हांगा मोकून कंट्रोल फेल जालो कितें जालें कांय सांगूं जायना की हांगा ताणें मोकल्या पयलीं आनी नियरली 100 मिटर्स सुमार तो पयस वचून पडला. म्हणजे आतां कितें जालां स्पीड जाली कितें जालां कांय साजबना. पूण एक लक्षान येता की हो रोड सेफ ना. ताका लागून मागता जे कोण येता मातशी स्पीड सांबाळा जीव वाटाया. सेफ ड्रायव्हिंग.
आयज आमकां एक पिक्चराचे कॉल आयले पिक्चर मरगांवचे की एक क्रेन रस्त्यार पडल्या लोटली टू वेर्णा हायवे रोडाक आणि दोग जाण इंजर्ड जाल्या आणि तांकां डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटलांत मडगांव शिफ्ट केला म्हणून.
तेंची नांवां बी कितें आसा?
तेंची नांवां अजून मेळोंक ना. ओनर आसा ताचो कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर घेतला. हॉस्पिटलांत गेल्या उपरांत आमकां नांवां मेळटली तेंची.
ओके. क्रेन कोणाची कितें खबर आसा?
क्रेन ताचो ओनर अजून मेळोंक ना. ओनरशीप मेळोंक ना.
ओके.
सो आतां आमी व्हेरीफाय करतले क्रेन कोणाच्या नांवार आसा ती आनी कोण ताचो ओनर तो.
ओके. आनी कोणी प्रिलंट ड्रायव्हर कोणी आनी कोणी कितें इंजर्ड बी कितें आसा?
इंजर्ड एक क्रेनीचे दोग जाण आसा म्हणून आमकां सध्या न्यूज मेळ्ळा. आनी आतां फुडें कोण रायडर कोण ड्रायव्हर कोण ते क्रेनीचो आनी तेजो आनी कोण तेच्या बरोबर आसा जाल्यार आमकां वचून पळोवचें पडटलें. हॉस्पिटलांत गेल्या उपरांत कळटलें. तेजे ओनर कोण आसा तेच्या बरोबर वचून आमकां चवकशी करची पडटली.
हे मायना कुर्तोरी हें केलां तुमी?
हे आमकां मायना कुर्तोरी पुलयणार.
Story by Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
On Wednesday, the Aldona Primary Health Centre organised a program on heat wave awareness for Anganwadi workers. The PHC also started vaccination at the schools for children from the age group of 12 to 16 years.
Aldona Primary Health Centre organizes awareness program on heat wave for Anganwadi workers. Vaccination drive for children from the age group of 12 to 16 years also begins.
गरमेच्या दिसांनी पिवपाचें लोकांचें उदक जें आसा तें वाडटा, न्हावपाचें उदक वाडटा. इतर गोश्टां खातीर उदक वेस्ट करूंक जायना. बिल्डींग खातीर बिल्डींग बांदपाचें आनी कितें आसा सो तेच्या खातीर आमकां उदकाचीच सेव वॉटर करता. दुसरें म्हणल्यार फ्रेश ड्रिंकींग वॉटर टू पब्लीक ओपन एरिया.
आज आमच्या प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटरान आमी एक स्पेशल प्रोग्राम अरेंज केल्लो आसा. तातूंत अंगणवाडीच्यो बाई पार्टिसिपेट जाल्ल्यो आसा. तशी आमची एवरी मंथ तांचे कडेन मिटींग आसताच. आज हे मिटिंगेचे खाशेलें कारण म्हणजे तांकां आमी जी गोंयांत सध्या सगळ्यांक खबर आसा की हीट वेव येवपाची आसा अशें प्रेडिक्शन आसा. गरमी वाडल्या ऑलरेडी वाडल्या आनी हीट वेव आयली जाल्यार कितें करपाचें कोणाक चड हें जावंक शकता आनी कितें उपाय ताचेर घेवंक जाय हें तांकां हें सांगपा खातीर एक ट्रेनींग कशें दवरला तांकां जे आमचे डॉक्टर अभिश नायक मेडिकल ऑफिसर हो तांकां ताचेर सांगता चड म्हायती. कारण ही हीट वेव जर आमी टॅकल करतली फेस करतली जाल्यार फक्त हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट एकूच काम करून उपयोग ना. तर हे बाकीचे डिपार्टमेंटाचो हातूंत सहभाग जाय जाल्यारच आमी हाका तोंड दिवंक शकतलीं. आज 16 मार्चाच्यानूच भुरग्यांक कोवीड वॅक्सिनेशन जे ऑलरेडी आमी कोवॅक्सीन 15 वर्सां ते 18 वर्सां ह्या ग्रुपाक दिल्लें जानेवारी म्हयन्यान सुरू आसा. पूण हें नवीन एक वॅक्सिन आयलां कॉर्बेवॅक्स म्हणून जे इंडियन हैदराबाद हांगा मॅन्युफॅक्चर जाल्लें आसा आनी तें सेफ वॅक्सिन आनी इफेक्टीव वॅक्सिन जावन आसा. आनी हें 12 वर्सां ते 14 वर्सां मेरेनची भुरगीं म्हणजे 12 ते 13 आनी 13 ते 14 म्हणजे सादारणपणे 2008, 2009 आनी 2010तली भुरगीं जीं 12 वर्सां तांकां कंप्लीट जाल्या म्हणजे जांकां काल 15 मार्चाक 12 वर्स कंप्लीट जाल्या तांकां आज दिवंक मेळटलें. म्हणजे अशें आज जांकां कंप्लीट जाता तांकां फाल्यां म्हणजे 12 वर्स कंप्लीट जावंक जाय ताका. फूल 2010 जन्माक आयिल्ल्या भुरग्यांक लागू जायना हें 12वें वर्स सोंपूंक जाय कारण हें वॅक्सिन 12 वर्साचे पर्यंत भुरग्यांकूच एप्रूव जाल्लें आसा म्हणून.
प्रकाश काडकर फॉर हेराल्ड TV.
And that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.